Hello, everybody, and welcome back to week 7 of our Oath Valorant season. My name is Isaac, or Link Ghost, or Ghost, whatever you want to call me, is perfectly fine with me. Once again, joined by the wonderful, amazing Swaggy. How are you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing great, especially after that. Wonderful and amazing. You know how to treat a girl. You know how to treat a lady, Isaac. Thank you. I
I mean,
appreciate that.
I give all the credit to my parents. I'd say I would like to say they raised me the right way, but it's other people who are the only ones that can really make that distinction. But we're on Icebox this week. Not on Breeze like last week, which was, it's rough.
One-sided for sure, yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's what happens on a map like Breeze, but
Yeah.
Icebox,
We've had a rough run of maps here, I think, of pretty one-sided maps. So
yeah.
I like Icebox personally, though. I know you're not a big fan of it.
I don't hate it. I was kind of memeing before the broadcast a little bit. I think it's okay. It's the changes they made. I don't know why they made them. I don't like that window, top tube. I think it's awful, and I always forget it's there. And then I get shot whenever I'm like top mid or trying to rotate under tube from main on A, and it just doesn't. It gets me killed every time because I always forget there's somebody there just peeking, lurking. But I haven't even introduced our teams. We've got Checkmate and Ace up first. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry. We've got Checkmate and Ace up first. And, as the season starts dwindling down, we get closer and closer to playoffs.
This is a big match.
All these matches mean a lot more for seeding. Those map vetoes, like, I think Checkmate had to play Space Mode last week on Breeze. And didn't go too great. You've got your shooters over there on Space Mode, OP, Typicality on the Chamber last week went crazy on Breeze. So, having that seed, having that veto power, right? I know they're going to want to ban Breeze. So, that's when seeding becomes super important. And I think that Ace 4-2, Checkmate 3-3. I mean, this could really, really shake up the standings. So, I know you normally ask me this. I will ask you this sometimes, or I'll ask you this today. Yeah. Who do you have?
I don't. It's so hard to say because I feel like these two are like the most perfectly like balanced teams to like respective of each other. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Ace has beat Checkmate twice. Ace has not lost to Checkmate this season. And there is a lot to play for both of these teams. So I got to go with Ace. Like, they seem to be the kryptonite for Checkmate, who has taken down Space Mode in a very tough overtime game. So, like, with that caliber of win under their belts, to me, that just, like, puts them, like, top shelf as well. But for Ace to be able to counter that and beat them twice now and in pretty dominating fashion, I'd say both times. One was 10-13, one was 13-2. Yeah, I'm going with Ace. Long story short.
One more time.
I'm going to make things interesting and pick Checkmate.
Yeah, one more time.
I think that they're going to bounce back from their loss last week on Breeze. They're probably just not a Breeze team, which is totally fair because that map's horrible. I really think this team has a chance, especially today, if we can see kind of that return to form from players like Kai, from Zodicus. Normally, the more slaying players kind of had a down week last week. So if they could start to pick it back up, I really think this should be, this could be an absolute, barn burner, overtime, double overtime. I know Icebox actually was the map that we had the longest game in Oath history on right before last season. Or last season's finale. It was the last season's regular season finale, I believe. So, I've seen crazy things happen on Icebox for Oath. We are still having a little bit of issues loading into the game, so we are working on that, trying to get that to you as soon as possible.
They restarted PC, so
I want to point out here that Checkmate versus Ace and Space Mode versus Damage could very well be our first round matchups in the playoffs. Like, if the standings go here, particularly if Ace does win,
he's gone.
It's probably going to be these matchups. So that's going to give us a little bit of a preview in the playoffs.
Back here in the next,
I think, if I'm not mistaken, if Checkmate does win today, that will officially mean that Damage will be taking home that 4th seed for the season, and then most likely going up against
make sure
Ace
that when he
Space
restarts
Mode.
his game, he's like
so it's very difficult to say right now.
Well,
obviously, a lot could happen in the next 2 weeks, but with the way that the round differentials are right now, with the way that these matchups are set
We'll try one more time on
up for
Texas,
the
and
next
if
2
not,
weeks,
then
I think that these could very well be our opening round matchups.
Yeah, and even because these teams are so close in record, alongside Space Mode, the round differential starts coming into play too. I don't have those numbers written right down for this week, but I'll probably try to get those figured out for next week with it being our regular season finale. So, these round counts, the round differential starts meaning even more. So sometimes a win isn't good enough to get the seed you want. You need to win, dramatically. 8, 9 round win.
That's kind of the case for Checkmate right now in this matchup. Like Ace, even if Checkmate does win this game, hypothetically, if they won 13-0, Ace would still have the round differential advantage, even though they would have the same record. Because Checkmate is currently sitting at -13, Ace sitting at +17. So Ace, I mean, obviously you want to win this game. You don't want it to have to come down to round differential, but there's kind of that buffer, kind of that little ease of pressure if the players are paying attention to that or worried about that at all.
Yeah, and while we've got a little bit of time, I guess I'd like to highlight, highlighted Checkmate kind of struggling last week on Breeze, but Ace, they looked great last week.
Yeah.
They had a three-headed spear, three-headed dragon with Bunny, Fufu, Squid, and Kale just really taking over that map. The Viper, always going to be great. Bunny, Fufu, I think, had the highest ACS in the game. And that also comes on the back of having great initiators, So even though, Luna and Mosaic weren't up there with the amount of kills, those initiators are helping them kind of lead the charge. So, with everybody knows Coach Discount, they're going to have them ready. She's going to have them ready when we start getting later in the season. And that's what we saw on Breeze last week.
Yeah, it looks like we are starting to get into our match here, but just to also highlight last week, Ace winning the game despite losing both pistol rounds. So these pistol rounds could be an area of focus for them in this week of practice that we've had since the last game, but we will see how those pistols have either improved or not as we get into Icebox here.
I think we're also going to have, exact same comp coming in from Ace that we saw last week on Breeze. Kale on the Jet, Squid on the Chamber, Bunny Fufu on the Viper, Luna and Mosaic on the Initiators. Love Sova on this map. Sky, always good choice.
We will see the difference there, like that Neon and that Jet, it looks like.
Neon can be pretty dangerous on this map, because I think this is one of the more ratty maps.
It's tighter than
we have in Valorant. It really is, especially if you're trying to flank, if you're trying to get onto site and you kind of took too long to take some space. Those defenders might have pushed up and they're in a deep corner, especially over there towards B now. I feel like there's so many more rat spots over there, so who knows what I feel like we're in for a treat. These two teams, they've kind of had an up and down season, and we're at the point now where it's pressure. Pressure makes diamonds. So let's see how Ace want to start the attack here.
Yeah, here we go, starting to push into mid here. And this is very quick from Kale, already getting into an opening fight, but a little bit labored. Zodakis will find the headshot, but down to very low HP. And Bunny's going to get caught by Mr. Fry, and all of a sudden, it is a 3-on-5, very quick into this pistol round. Squid just trying to spotted the barrel. Good eyesight there. Knows where Kai is. This recon drone coming around could just confirm that, but is going to get caught out there. Squid Kai is going to swing. Mosaic not ready for it. Kai trying to find the shots with that
look
chamber.
At the Neon movement.
Oh my goodness, and Kai is going to pick up 2 in the round. Mr. Fry with 2 as well. And that's going to be a flawless round to start off for Checkmate. And that pistol round from Ace, not looking much better than last week.
I mean, hey, if it worked for him last week, maybe it worked for him here. But I can't ask for a better start if you're Checkmate. Seeing that Guardian coming in for Fry, know how dangerous he can be with that.
Yeah, that was a good round from Fry, just kind of lurking around the map almost. We didn't get to see the second kill, but the first one, Bunny just Not expecting Fry to be lurking around that corner, but here we go. It looks to be just sort of an A main eco push here. Kale gonna jump up. Try and get a spot here, but this Viper wall should have him locked off. But the rotates are all here. It's going to be a 4-on-5, it looks like, if they do decide to commit to this push. Kai getting aggressive and does get taken down. Player advantage in the favor of Ace here, and we did see them win the second round after they lost the first round in the first half of last week. Be interesting if we could see them do that again. T-Sword does get taken down, but instantly traded out. Mr. Fry and Donut Lord. They get 3 between the two of them, but 2 very low players now. These classics could finish this job, and a lot of time left to play with. It looks like they will just back away. Not able to recover any weapons, but a spike plant would be good here, but it looks like that rotate is going to come in. I believe that's Zodicus, yes, on the Viper there.
Taking down Zodicus as well if they're able to find that first kill. You know, that just leaves the last 2 players super weak. Yeah.
Spike is going to go down, and now this is tricky. You know, you can't really afford to lose this round. Bunny is going to get a little aggressive. 2 headshots from Bunny. Super clean on the Ghost. And
the timing. The timing pays off so well.
Wow. What a round from Ace, and what a round from Bunny. I believe that was 3 and 2 clean headshots there to pretty much just close that round out.
I mean, maybe they're losing the pistols on purpose. I swear. I mean, they lost both of them last week, like you said, but then are winning the rounds where they just have nothing but classics. It doesn't make sense, but it's working for them. So tied up 1-1. Nothing on the side of Checkmate. I mean, that's how you respond. You can't ask for a better response. Do it.
Help a gill out with y'all. That's her when she requests a buy.
That's not bad.
Okay. Thank you.
It's not bad.
I'd like to think
I'm more
that
of a fan of
the honorary Australian.
I'm more of a fan of the good on ya, com, but
God,
neither here nor there.
I've heard that one. Used to spam the request buy, but Donut Lord getting aggressive mid takes down Bunny. That's crazy. And Kai's gonna get that gun, okay, and gets out just barely, but takes a little bit of damage. But that is a Guardian in the hands of Checkmate now on this defense, and yeah, 4v5 again. These rounds have been getting very frisky very early here. Players going down left and right within the first couple of seconds.
I mean, the patience by Checkmate is something to be proud of. Ooh, Squid finds an opener over towards A, though.
That's good. I mean, it evens it out here, and yeah, look at the rotates.
Man of the attention, yep.
Yep, pulling over Kai, and it's going to leave Zodicus alone on this site, and 3 players charging in here. The rotates are starting to come back over towards this B site. Needs this first kill. Zodicus won't find it. Kale takes Zodicus down, but 3 players. I mean, it looks like they want to go for this. Fair enough. Spots the barrel. Freebie onto Kale. Kai having a good map so far.
Except the Vandal.
Yep, you're going to drop that Guardian for a teammate. And I think they know where Luna is now. I think that recon bolt, but it doesn't matter. Kai hits the shot. Squid's going to take down Mr. Fry. They did get that bomb halved. Mosaic does take down Kai, and now it's a 1-on-2. Donut Lord. With it all to do, Squid's coming around here. Is Donut Lord ready for this? Doesn't look like it, and Squid is going to get the kill. Another excellent round from Ace, just kind of playing the map control there, and they are going to take 2 rounds on the trot here.
Yeah, just some phenomenal mid-rounding coming in from Ace, playing so patient. You know, I also got to commend Checkmate's patience. They didn't over-rotate to a side. They were just playing info. Huge opening pick coming in from Kai, but then Squid responded over towards A, commanded all the attention. They over-rotated, opened up B, and then Squid and Mosaic got the job done over there towards B, giving them the lead.
Yeah, it's a good round there. And, I mean, it's frustrating when you have to play a team that's playing so patiently. But all you can do is play patient as well and not get too aggressive. Kale gets more than he bargained for there. Finds 2 players just looking at him, one with an Odin, and is going to get taken down. Silence falls across the map, and Bunny's really low. I don't know who did all that damage, but is going to start to get healed up here a bit. Back to 100 health, but no shields. So some of these weaker guns could be very deadly for Bunny. She walks into Donut Lord's headshot, though. Won't really matter. Vandal in hand. Nice little lineup there, trying to get that info, and maybe that's the lineup, maybe just a little off the mark, but I'm gonna grab that ult orb, and again, opening exchange goes down, and then just a quiet crawl across the map, and Zodicus again alone in this site, but the rotates are coming in fast. Zodicus could come up huge here, but still have the player advantage if you are checkmate, so doesn't necessarily need to. And the swing is excellently timed by Bunny, but the trades come immediately. T-Sword is going to take down Squid, and Bunny taken down as well, and Kai getting even more aggressive. Only 13 seconds, though. They have to go, and this is the problem with paying patient. Kai's going to take down Luna, and now, yeah, nothing for Mosaic to do there. Had to plant the spike, but you can't really do that with 4 players breathing down the back of your neck.
Yeah, I'm really liking Kai on the Neon, if I'm going to be honest. You know, normally an Omen player, I think this is the first time I've seen Kai not play Omen. Maybe ever. Maybe he's played it before a few times in Oath, but I know for sure this is the first time I've seen him on Neon. And I like the pick so far. Clearly comfortable in the role, helping take over the rounds. Got a tie game. Like I said, I think we're in for a good one here. I mean, kind of just trading blows back and forth. I think that's going to be the theme of this icebox.
Yeah, all tied up here, and Kai getting aggressive again. What? Not ready for all 5 players to be grouped up towards this main position. Mr. Fry is spotted out here, the Odin in hand, and it's falling apart now. 3 on 5 already. Do they choose to press forward, or do they just want to back up and play the advantage here? It looks like Ace is going to try and just take this site. T-Sword in defense, and Donut Lord, his partner, but not for long. And Kale with an excellent clear. These clears have been great across the board, but Zodicus, usually on this B site, does rotate over, and we know Zodicus can frag, but a 1v5 would be ridiculous here. Does find the first kill relatively early, but yeah, Kale, a little bit of counter strafing there, will find the final kill, and they're second in the round.
I don't mind that play there from Kai, getting aggressive, because I don't think they expected it. You know, Checkmate's been pretty reserved. I mean, obviously they're finding the first blood, usually mid, but they're not, like, overextending. You know, they're just playing map control. They're finding those picks. Kai decides to get aggressive. I don't think knew that they hadn't popped the ult yet, and so tried to pop it after sliding, already being out in the middle of them. So maybe just kind of a mistiming there from Kai, but good awareness there from Ace to just bang out A after they had the opening picks there.
Yeah, this is kind of a break point round for the economy here, but Kai walks in, does find Squid.
Keeping that aggression.
Yeah, not backing down even after that unfortunate play last round. And again,
there's that window I was talking about.
Yeah. Kale is up in there. Donut Lord spots the barrel, and now Kale should be a dead person walking here. But it does look like Kale did manage to get out there without the just barely, but creeping back here. This is the spike. The spike is on Kale. It's kind of surprising to see the spike getting that aggressive there very early on, but 4v5, and it looks to be an A site hit. They do have 1 player already here. T-Sword kind of dancing around the back of the site, has no idea, it would seem. And yeah, the rotates are going to cut off. Mosaic gets 1, but instantly traded. That's an excellent trade, and they aren't expecting T-Sword because Mosaic was so deep on the site. T-Sword can only get 1, but a 3-on-2. Spike not down. They have to try and recover it, and Kai, the quick shot on the Bunny. 30 health only, but a 1v3. All to do for Luna, and Zodicus will find the final shot, and it is tied yet again.
I mean, like I said, we're just gonna have a back and forth. I feel like, and I feel like it's dependent upon who gets that first blood. Usually, it's been checkmate, but how they respond off of that first kill. Sometimes Kai likes to get that first blood and continue to be aggressive, but I feel like that round just kind of backed up, regathered with the team. continue to play patient. Also, the timings mid were crazy. I mean, that round could have been over 45 seconds ago, but that's the timing. You know, I'm a COD player. COD timing is the worst thing known to man, and it definitely exists in Valorant too.
Ooh, Kai is
that's a good
lot of danger here. Does manage. Oh, Kai is just still hanging here. Won't get spotted by that shock dart or recon bolt immediately, but Kai gets a double, and that is huge. Gets the advantage right back. Oh my goodness, that was close. Kai almost with a third, but Kale will get taken down. Zodakis doing a little bit of cleanup himself, and that is the spike. We do have this chamber ult up, so round could very quickly spiral out of control. Checkmate isn't careful here. And this is interesting. Usually we see Ace, a very cohesive team, but not quite ready for that aggressive stance. And so far, Checkmate has done a very good job of mixing up their defensive setups.
And they're taking too long to rotate. They've already got Zodakis making their way over.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting that the site anchor is the one rotating away from their anchored site and kind of going towards his mid position. But hey, if it works, it works. And Kai is just playing a lot less aggressive than we've seen. Maybe they are worried about some of these timings here, but Luna will try and clear out the site here. Yeah. Trying to push into the site. Spike on Luna, but again, 10 seconds left. Very little time. 3 players right here, and T-Sword is flanking, waiting for the push. And they get it. Kai comes in, but still not quite ready for such a... I mean, just great movement from Kai there. But yeah, 4-3, and that is the problem again with playing so slow. Very, very low time there.
I feel like Icebox is inherently a defensive map just because of how hard it can be to get onto site A. And so I feel like Checkmate are winning the rounds they're supposed to, but at the same time, Kai is just taking so much space, and they're just also being patient, man. I feel like with Icebox, it's really easy to kind of start to over-rotate or hit the flank. I don't think Checkmate has flanked once on defense, and so they're just minding their own business, playing from main, retaking if they need to. I don't think Spike's been planted but one time for Ace, so that's probably going to be their win condition here for the rest of this half.
Yeah, and the rotates are already on point. All 5 players for Ace starting to push in. He's sort of a nice little spam through that cage, but Kale will get a kill right back on the Zodakis. 4v4, T-Sword isolated, but excellent anchoring here. Oh, waste the bullets trying to get onto that drone, and Squid takes advantage and gets out there. And now we are equal yet again, 3v3, and here comes the flank. Kai. Who else would it be to go for an aggressive play like this, but being a little more reserved, worried that they might be worried about the flank, gets the spot on one player, and now starting to creep up. When does the bell ring in their heads?
Oh, so they spotted him out. Kai. Gets one though.
That could have been disastrous for both teams.
Donut.
Just traded out instantly 1-on-1. Donut versus Luna. Spike planted, and it has been planted for a little while here, and Luna with a great swing. Very aware of Donut. Gets that info from the flash, I believe. And yeah, quick headshot, and we are tied yet again. Like you said, back and forth.
I was talking about nobody flanking, and then I was also talking about Kai getting that opening pick and then kind of backing up, playing with the team. And then he just does completely opposite of what I was saying. I feel like I just caster cursed it once again. But we're just going to keep trading rounds back and forth. Everybody's just going to have rifles each round, too, because of it. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I do like the patience there from Luna, not getting too aggressive, forcing the 1v1, kind of just playing the intel. And that is some insane aggression coming in from Fry with
They are not scared. Fry with this. It's so close. I love being able to see the X-rays. Creates so much tension there, and Fry does take down Kale, but immediately trade. The trades have been great from both teams. Let me just say that this game, I mean, fantastic work across the board. The fundamentals have been there completely. But here we go. They are not shying away from this B site, and they are making Checkmate have to think about this. This slow style coming into play yet again. Luna just... Who's going to peek first here? That's the question. They are going to peek Zodakis, and we'll find the kill. Mosaic Excellent shots from her. Gets that frag, and now it is 3-on-4 here. And that Viper Ult is going to go down. Bunny, I mean, that could realistically be the round, but Donut Lord's trying to find the Hunter's
does he
Fury.
go down?
Yeah, Kai is going to get that kill onto Squid, and now it's 3-on-3 again. Viper Ult is still going to be up. So still should be a very difficult retake, but if Kai gets another spam through the smoke, that could be the opening they need, and a few shots coming in. Bunny gets taken down by Donut Lord, and yeah, that's how they get back in this round, and T-Sword doubles up. And then Kai gets the kill almost. I mean, that was just lightning fast from those T-Sword and Kai there in the 2v3, but yeah, I mean, we didn't even get to see that. Zodicus got taken down, or Bunny got taken down, sorry, and then it was just kind of all over from there once that cloud faded.
I like Ace's patience. You know, it's always good to not kind of force your hand, but at the same time, they need to get on site and get that spike down. They're kind of struggling to really get the spike down, work, and set up that post plant. The Viper's pit came down, but the plant didn't come from it, so I feel like they're not really making the most of their utility of their ultimates.
Yeah, I mean, getting onto site and getting that spike down, like you said, I mean, that was their downfall there. They just kept bobbling around and ultimately never got it down, never had that win condition in the round, and T-Sword is back tucked in this corner again, has been the X factor on this A site thus far. Been an excellent anchor. Even when the other players have gone down, he has held strong, and Kai can help him out a little bit. They're very close to finding that kill. Is Kale, but Donut Lord going to take down Squid. Just some pistols here, but it's getting a little bit scary, but they are starting to stabilize. Mr. Fry will take down Mosaic. Donut Lord taking down Luna, and now Bunny left in a 1-on-4. Ghost in hand, Zodicus on the flank. Gets that Viper diff, and we do have a Hydrate casters in the chat. Thank you very much, Will EXE. Willixie? I don't know. No, I'm just...
And just on cue, we've got a timeout coming in from Ace, so we can hydrate the casters on cam since we're going to the visual with the timeout. So thank you, Will. Appreciate you keeping us refreshed so we can deliver the comms cleanly.
Ooh.
Look at Swaggy taking a big old
I'm getting hydrated. I told
I mean,
Will
that's why it's there.
Tonight,
that's why it's there.
You gotta hydrate me. I've been feeling a little sick this week, so. But enough about that. Enough about me and my problems. But I mean, so far, a very back and forth game. But Checkmate does get the 2-round lead now, and now the pressure is kind of on Ace here to deliver in these last 2 rounds of this half to try and tie it up. But I think they can do it. I mean, the style has been good so far. They've kind of been toying, but they might be a little bit faster on these rotates.
Yeah, I mean, and with so much experience coming in from Discount, multiple time league winner, I'm sure that's what she's telling him. You know, we're doing a good job kind of taking space, getting kills, but we need to get that spike down and set up. You know, and now they've got rifles coming in this time. They only had pistols last round, so let's see what they do coming off that timeout.
Yeah, here we go. And they have been grouping up a lot to start these rounds. Don't want to really lose that player advantage. That is
I don't think
crazy
that was planned.
That is going to the moon. We will see that later in another couple hundred years when it lands. But rotates coming in. T-Sword is going to be wrapped around the back.
Going down early.
Yep, and that's what they needed. But Zodicus is going to find Mosaic in the smoke, but Kale with a quick shot, taking down Donut Lord. Both Sovas going down, and now here comes Kai. Has been excellent thus far, popping that neon, all spamming through the smoke. T-Sword finds Bunny, and wow, T-Sword again finding so much impact on these rotates into this B site. I mean, T-Sword might not be top of the scoreboard right now, but is having an excellent game.
Finding all the kills needed. Ace finally getting the spike down early, getting set up, but like you said, T-Sword, Kai, and Fry just taking all the space back, finding the kills, the neon ult. one of the most infuriating ults I've ever had to encounter in a video game. Obviously coming in clutch there for Kai. And they're kind of in the half on a little bit of a streak here. 3 in a row. You know, could end 8-4. That's a great half coming in from defense.
And shout out to Exotic PRD, just subscribed for 6 months now. So thank you for that very much, Exotic PRD. We appreciate that. And here we go, 7-4. Are going to be looking for this last round and a half. Try and get this one 7-5, and if you're checkmate, 8-4 sounds just lovely. And there we go. Doesn't take the crazy bounce this time. Mosaic going to keep that one from bouncing across the map. Mr. Fry in the defense of the site with a couple compadres here, and the rotates coming in fast. Kai, oh my gosh, look at the mini-map. Kai, a speed demon, running around to get in the position. Yeah. And T-Sword, could he find impact again here? Ooh, Zodakis with a dangerous jump peek. Bunny not quite fast enough on the shot to punish that, but again, very risky. And
T-Sword's retreating from the flank, not committing to it.
Both teams kind of stalling out here, waiting for the other to make a move. And I mean, these peaks are getting so aggro and so dangerous, I feel. Probably going to bounce up there in position. And here comes the rotate away. They are worried about this flank, and T-Sword could have been in position here.
30 seconds left.
And they should start to know. They should start to realize, and they do. Checkmate. Starting to rotate over. T-Sword might be alone in defense of this site. I mean, with so little time left. Yeah, they're not even clearing out B main. There's still 3 players over towards B. They have to start running, and yeah, now the rotates come in. T-Sword needs 1 or 2, but doesn't get any. Kale gets the kill. It's all on the Kai to find anything, and Kai finds a double. That could be good enough. This spike goes down. Zodakis will do it. Squid with 2.
Not enough time.
Are you serious there? Just throw, checkmate, just throw themselves into the site, trying to stop that spike from going down, and they do succeed. That was a crazy finish to the round.
I mean, it's just time and time again, Ace, they do good, kind of getting a little bit of pressure on side, getting a little bit of control, but they don't execute, they don't capitalize, they don't commit to a site. Waited way too long that round. 20 seconds left. Kai finds 2. And the round's over because the spike can't go down. I mean, I get patience, you know, it pays off sometimes, especially in Valorant when you just like to go fast like Neon, you know, like Kai. But maybe that mindset will help them in this defensive half, though. Maybe they're happy with just 4 rounds. They know that they have more success on defense. But look at Kai keeping this aggression up on offense.
Shorty in hand, I'd like to see that play here. Gonna get in the face of Mosaic. A little too far away there. Does get the kill.
That's a great shot,
yeah, gets out though. A bunch of players damage across both sides of the server here, but 5-on-4 in the retake. Again, Ace has struggled with the pistols the last 2 weeks, but Squid is gonna find 1 more, and now it is a 3-on-5. This should be not easy, but easier than the last one that they had to do. And Mosaic is tapping the spike here, and the kills are coming in. 1v5 all onto T-Sword. Not much to do here, and Bunny Fufu will find that
for the first time
play.
In 2 weeks, Ace won a pistol round.
Pretty dominant fashion there as well, getting that team ace and only losing 1 player. So,
absolutely phenomenal play there coming in from Mosaic. Just staying alive, not getting shorted by Kai. And also the shock dart in response, I mean, did damage to like 2 or 3 players. I think Zodakis and T-Sword were like 1-shot after that. So huge damage coming in.
And now 8-5, winning this pistol round does have the better weaponry. Squid on that Marshall, I believe. Shots just ringing out across mid here, and a couple of players trying to get into this tube, and Kai, who else, just jumping around with that Neon. Moving very quickly, and is, oh no, they're going to back away from Bunny, yep. Kind of waiting here, so spot out 1 player, and this is a very interesting round. Still a player on the site for defense, but Bunny, the whole Stinger mag goes dry, doesn't find the kills. Fry tries to get it out after getting one, and it is a 4v2 just like that. Bunny does not get fully punished for whiffing a majority of that magazine. Kai, though, deep in the enemy lines here, does take down Squid, does retrieve that Marshall, but a 1-on-3 only on Marshall, and just runs into Kale. Can't find the no-scope yet. Kale with a nice 3K. And they did get the spike down, which is something to be happy about, but they are going to lose the round unless they don't defuse here. Okay, there we go. Wasn't popping up for some reason. But, yeah, 8-6.
I just wanted to share the defuse with the teammates, you know? Maybe give a little bit of time, gather the thoughts. Kind of a mid-round timeout, you know what I'm saying?
In CS, there's such a thing called a French timeout, where it's one of those eco rounds where you don't have anything. You just sit around and talk about things, so... We are going to see the guns come out for checkmate here. A bunch of phantoms. I mean, I know you and I are both more partial to the Vandal, but looks like they are going to elect for mostly those phantoms. That recon bolt is a good one.
Some love too.
Yeah, but not 4 players. Come on, can't even one.
I mean, but they're on defense.
Fair enough. But looks like they will start to back away from this aiming position.
Ace with the Phantoms, so they're not. So
I wasn't gonna say. But yeah, they are on Spectres. It looks like for the most part, not able to upgrade after losing so many players in that round.
Fry's in a great spot. Could get a great timing on Kale.
Does Kale spot this though? The barrel could give Fry away. Donut Lord will catch out Bunny.
And they're still just right.
Yeah, this is. I mean, both teams are playing so slow. And Fry, the patient pays off. Does take down Kale. T-Sword takes down Luna, and it looks to be a clean sweep here. Squid, just as outlaw in hand, could find a cheeky 1 or 2 here, but this round looks pretty much over, and it looks like Mosaic is going to start to back out of this one. And Squid now revealed. Gonna have those players all over her in a second if she does not get out. Or if he does not get out. Mosaic trying to get a little frisky here, trying to find something, but not ready for this 2 players.
That trip
avoids it just barely. And yeah.
Just no time, really.
Yeah, nothing doing here. Might be able to get a freebie and does onto Kai, but a couple more players than Mosaic is bargaining for. Squid trying to get something done. What? How did that miss?
And T-Sword's gonna get out too.
Oh my goodness. That is a disaster for Ace there. But at least that was the weaker weapons. They are going to be able to buy up to something a little bit better this round. So there is some positives to that. But yeah.
Still, I mean, Squid was right there. Right there, just had to hit a little shot. Not gonna go their way though. But Ace, I mean, their patience has played off. I mean, obviously they won the first 2 rounds. They won a pistol round finally, but Checkmate kind of having that same super slow attack that we saw from Ace in the first half. So I don't know what it is about these teams just wanting to take it slow, but here's some aggression.
Yeah, and Mr. Fry is getting punished for it. Takes so much damage. Basically 1 shot now. Could even get finished by any type of utility from the opposing team. And Ace gonna have 4 players in defense here, and it looks like Bunny is wrapping around already. So they are gonna have to commit to this A site or deal with this flank. There is no in between. It looks like Ace is kind of happy to play for this retake, and if Bunny walks into this tripwire, just barely avoiding it. Donut is going to get that plant down, and a 5-on-5 retake. Checkmate, trying to get tricky positions, but Mr. Fry does get taken down by Mosaic, and now Soda Kiss isn't ready for Bunny. Wow, and now it's a 3-on-5, and this is looking very good for Ace. Luna is going to take down T-Sword. Kai takes down Bunny, but all of a sudden it is all on Donut. Does find 1. Ooh, almost the second, but yeah, excellent coverage there by Ace, and they are going to get their 7th on the board.
Another hydrate the casters. Man, look at our
Shout
wonderful
out
community
Exotic.
keeping us refreshed.
Exotic subscribing and redeeming that hydrate the casters. Shout out to Exotic PRD. That is my man.
Checkmate are getting on site just like Ace, but not planting. I don't know why these teams aren't just trying to get the spike down, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm missing something or what, but there's 4.
Well, here we go. Here's something a little bit faster.
Available for Checkmate.
They're just running in here.
Oh my goodness!
Clear out Bunny! What the heck is happening? How does Bunny get one there? Does get traded out, and the spike will go down quickly here, but Kale is spamming. Doesn't quite finish off Donut Lord, and this should be an easy retake for Ace compared to last round, but, you never know with either one of these teams. Both have excellent team play, and the trades have been there all game long, so they are just letting this bomb tick. They are trying to get an opportunity presented, and Squid will take one onto T-Sword, but Mr. Fry with the lineup, and Donut Lord trying to use that Hunter's Fury to find something, to find anything, to win this round, but just gives away the location. 15 health and a ghost. Yeah, Squid. 3 and the round. Stat padding a little bit against those pistols, but hey, kills are kills, and I'll take them any way I can get them, says Squid. It's going to be 9-8, and we are right back into a very, very tight game.
I thought we were finally going to get away from it being such a close game. So, we're back to being a close game. I like that Checkmate got onto site. They got that spike down, and then they all died, right? They have the Donut Lord ult to play off of. Kind of used it a little bit early, but I think it was kind of just a panic last resort. Try to buy as much time as you can because all your teammates were dying. Yeah. And that's got us a 1-round difference now.
Yeah, it was... Again, both of these teams, like you mentioned, playing this very slow style, and then we do see them mix it up, but only on the pistols there. I believe Fry picked up the Vandal from Bunny, so didn't buy that into the round. But I would like to see an aggressive play come out from Checkmate, especially since they do have that Neon of Kai on one of these buy rounds here, to kind of mix up the pace and try and catch Ace a little bit off guard, and they can really put this game away here if they win 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Kai did get aggressive that last round, had good positioning, and then just kind of whiffed all the shots onto Bunny Fufu. I mean, the sheriff can be tricky because sometimes you don't get the shot, even though that's where your crosshair says it is. That's one thing that confuses me about Valorant sometimes is sometimes those bullets aren't always first bullet accuracy, but now continued aggression from Kai. Look at this yet again.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see. Kai getting in the face of Bunny, but
again.
That's the advantage of the Vandal. I'm telling you, man, that one-shot headshot saving Bunny Fufu there. But Mr. Fry.
The right corner.
Okay.
Gosh. Oh
wow.
My gosh.
Just in time, and it's a 4-on-3 tie game potentially coming up here. Zodakis will take down Kale and evens it out. All 3 players coming in on the back of the site here. No flank available, and all 3 of these players grouped up towards B main. This could be a great recon drone. Doesn't see much, but
they're gonna have to hop this if they want any chance at all. I think they waited too long anyway. I mean, the
Molly though, the lineups are here. Yeah, and that does it. I mean, I don't.
Wow. Oh my goodness, 4 spike kills.
Filling up your stat sheet a little bit there.
Oh my
goodness. That's a bizarre round, to be honest. I mean, so much craziness happening there, and then Ace just another timeout. I think that's our 3rd. Might be the most of that, at least since I've started casting here at Oath, that I've seen in a Valorant game. But yeah, I mean, just a weird round, weird pacing, a weird post plant from both teams, both kind of just like taking their time, I guess. I don't know. Bizarre to me, but we are still in a very close game here. Kai popping off 20-12 right now. And T-Sword, obviously that Cypher is better on the defensive side, not having as much impact this half, and I think that's been the problem so far for Checkmate. This half is just that some of those players have started to go a little bit quiet because this ace defense has been so suffocating and so good at finding those rotates as well. Checkmate not electing to play the map as much as Ace did on their attacking side, but still a very close game.
Yeah, like you and I both said, that patience from Ace kind of was their detriment in the first half, right? Only 4 rounds on offense, but already in what is that? 6 rounds, they've won 4 here on defense. So obviously that mindset works a lot better on defense. They're only 2 rounds away from tying this thing up, so it's all about just, and like you said, the timeouts. Both of these teams knowing the significance of this game, the significance of the seeding when it comes to our finals on April 21st. Woo!
I mean, yeah, very slow round in comparison to last one here, just kind of feeling out this site. But the rotates are already coming in from Ace. 5 players on this side of the map, and Bunny is getting aggressive again, has been the flank both of the times that we've seen them go A on these gun rounds. They might clear this. Checkmate has been very good on their clear so far, but it looks like Bunny is going to get a couple of players coming her way. Does get the first, and now T-Sword's up, and gets taken down. Ooh. Zodakis will eventually take down Bunny, but that is huge. Taking down 2 players there. That's a 3v4, and only 1 player on this site ready to defend. It's Squid. Has been solid this game, but Kai has been excellent. But Squid plays in the neon walls there and takes down Donut Lord. They're not ready for that. Spike will go down here, but Kale is going to find the frag. The spike does go down. Luna finishes off Kai, and just like that, we are 1 round away from a tie game yet again.
Absolutely huge play coming in from Bunny Fufu. We've seen the flank come in a few times, but not end up paying off or not even mattering. Sometimes just wrapping back towards spawn, not even committing to the flank, but just kind of holding that mid position, finding 2, and then the rest of the teammates for Ace just kind of work their way over towards B, find those final kills. And we're now just 1 round away from being a tie game. I told you it was going to be a close one, and we're in for a treat.
Could we see overtime? Could we see overtime? It's been a little while, so I
say yes. I say yes.
I don't know. I feel like one team is about to pull away right here. Someone's just going to go on a streak. Don't ask me who, but I think someone's about to pop off, get 2-3 Ks in a row, and close this game out. But could be Kai getting very aggressive yet again, just running in. All of these players just running towards this B-side. Bunny, again, doing an excellent job on this defensive side, and takes down another 2 Ks in a row for Bunny. Could she be the impact player that I was just talking about? 3v5, Spike down though, but not much in the way of weaponry, and Bunny gets the 3rd. Are they going to let Bunny ace? They might just have to. Bunny with 4. Zodakis will take down Squid, and now Bunny looking for it. They're trying to hurt him into Bunny here. Bunny wrapping around, and there's the ace too. Good job, Bunny, finding that. Great job, Bunny.
22 kills.
Yeah,
already.
That might be the best Viper performance we've seen kill-wise this whole season.
I think I agree. And you know what's funny is I think the previous best was last week, also from Bunny Fufu on Breeze. So 2 back-to-back dominant weeks coming in from Bunny Fufu for Ace, and 2 huge maps that favor Viper. Icebox and Breeze, probably the 2 best Viper maps. So if you know what you're doing, if you have your lineups right, if you use your orbs right, we see the pressure coming mid or holding off tube. So crucial to Ace's comeback here, and now we've got a tie game. 7 kills in 2 rounds for Bunny Fufu.
Kai again just leading this charge. It looks like they're going for the exact same play here. Did get them into the site, and Bunny is not in position. Kind of an A stack over there. Now Ace 5-on-5, another retake for him. They've been looking very comfortable in these retakes though. Zodakis and Luna.
I don't think
right
Luna's
around
gonna
the corner
expect
from
this.
each other here. Luna's crosshair placement is good. And Zodicus will find it though. Very low, but still a 5-on-4 in the advantage of Checkmate. Squid evens it out. It's 4-on-4, and Kale swings into 2 players. Donut Lord does get the trade there, but it is sloppy from both teams. Zodicus takes down Squid, but Bunny is sticking it. Bunny is sticking it. She has to get off.
It does get halved.
Is that it? Bunny
Not
goes
gonna
down.
be enough time. It's Sova versus Sova.
Mosaic is sticking it. Mosaic is sticking it.
2 more spike kills.
Oh my goodness. Coming down to the wire, these rounds have been crazy. It's either been just craziness from the start or a slow build up and then just crazy all over the place.
What a round there. I mean, stopping. We've got a little bit of a pattern going on this half. 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. And if this pattern continues, I think we might get an overtime.
Yeah, that was just crazy. Just a crazy round. Crazy game, crazy rounds. All 5 players grouped up towards A here. For Checkmate. Zodicus behind Mr. Fry here. Kai not getting as aggressive as we have seen him. That recon drone will only spot 1 there. Kind of missing a couple players before they spot out that.
Oh, barely gets out.
Nova, yeah. Very low here. Kai trying to finish the job. But gets taken down a bit lower himself. Another 5-on-5 retake. And again, Ace has been very good in these retakes. Just barely didn't get it last round, even though they found those kills. Kai, Lanebird spray, can't get the kill onto Squid, and Bunny, another one onto Mr. Fry. Squid just kind of jumping around, looking at his teammate, or her teammate there. Zodicus will get one back onto Kale, and they have done a great job of baiting out these Hunter's Furies. But
just like that, it's a 2v2.
Donut Lord adjusts just enough.
Cypher ult.
Wow.
Doesn't matter.
Luna just sticking it, and Mosaic does just enough to keep them off her back, and it is a tie game.
Oh my goodness. We're just going to go back and forth until the end of time. It feels like.
I mean, look at the money here. If Checkmate does decide to buy, it could be all over if they lose.
It does look like they are just going to play for next, though.
Yeah, probably the best decision. Obviously, you want to give yourselves as many chances to get that round win as possible, but sometimes you just got to put all the pressure onto the last round. And it looks like it might be another fast play into B. These fast plays have worked somewhat, but it hasn't been very much in the way of alternating between them and the slow play. It has been all or nothing towards this B site. And Kai is already down very low. Does have to back up. The utility forcing Checkmate away from the plant, and these rotates are all here. 5-on-5 in the site again.
Donut Lord.
Checkmate has just been meeting force, and Bunny almost gets caught out there. The only gun being on Donut Lord, I believe.
But they're already. Wait. I don't even know if Checkmate know what they're doing.
Yeah. Looking a little confused in the back ranks here. And Bunny is starting to clear this B main position out, and it is looking like should be around for Ace here. A couple players already on this site. If they can get one apiece, they have looked excellent in these retakes. But here we go. Zodicus leading the charge, does get taken down by Kale, and Squid's going to get a piece too. Squid with 2, and now it's looking bad if you're Checkmate.
How you just want to get out with this rifle if you can.
Yeah, Squid
2 players on the flank.
Ooh.
Oh!
Kai with a nice little tap, but an impossible 1v3. 12 seconds, has to find Squid.
And has to plant.
Yeah.
Got us to match point. An absolutely clinical, patient round coming in from the side of Ace. And that was a brilliant rotate coming in from Mosaic and Kel. They rotated like almost immediately. Right, everybody. We had all 10 members over towards B, but after about 5 or 10 seconds, Kale and Mosaic already made their way over to A. Kale finding a couple kills on that round, getting us to that match point. But like you said, Checkmate didn't have those guns last time. They've got rifles and an Odin coming on this side, a little bit of heavy shield as well. But can Checkmate keep this map alive and send us to overtime?
Here we go, all or nothing. Kai just jumping in, not shying away, even though this could be it. This could be the game. Just take that space.
Let's take the space.
Be a 4v5, 3v5 immediately in Squid through that Viper ult.
Oh my gosh, two.
And another one.
Chamber all up to Donut Lord yet again.
1v4 with the game on the line. 8
Oh, and
HP.
on the flank, Kale just lurking, waiting.
Here we go. Yep, there we 13-11. GG's to both sides. Excellent try from Kai, Zodakid, everyone on. Great job on the side of Checkmate, but Ace with an excellent defensive half there.
Yeah, like I said, maybe they were fine with only winning 4 on offense, because clearly the mindset that they had coming into this game was to just play patient, play as a team, and waste as much time as you can, which is a great strategy for defense. You know, if you make them come to you, you don't get super aggressive on defense, and also playing those flanks really well. Bunny, Fufu, Kale, multiple times on that defensive half, finding the perfect timings on those flanks, or just holding mid. Absolutely monumental to Ace's comeback there. Down 8-4 at the half. Brought it all the way back, winning 13-11 on Icebox.
Sorry to take a little sip there, even though we didn't have a hydrate. I am struggling right now. Like I mentioned, I have been a little bit sick, so trying to hold back those coughs. But yeah, excellent job from both sides there. A very close game. I think that's the closest game we've had in a couple weeks. We've had a couple of very one-sided maps, like we mentioned in the pregame, but I think the last time we saw something that close was week 3 when we had those double overtime games. So that was a lot of fun to see a 13-11 game coming down to the wire. But yeah, Ace just dominant on that defensive side.
And we are going to throw it to a quick break while we get our second set of teams in here. We've got Damage. We've got Space Mode. Can Space Mode keep their kind of hot season alive, or Damage start to build some momentum before the end of the season? Be sure to stick around. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Just like I said, quick little break before we get into our second match between Space Mode and Damage. And speaking of Space Mode, they are going to be playing with only 4 today, as well as Discount as their fill-in coach. So this could get interesting, right? I mean, Discount just led their team to an 8-4 comeback, right, at last game. So who knows, right? We get a little bit of a show match, a little bit of a scrim type feel maybe to this match that yet means so much. So kind of interesting here.
And then we do have a Hydrate the Casters.
Another Hydrate, man.
Shout out to the chat.
You guys are keeping us...
me alive tonight. I appreciate it. Every single one of you.
And we are getting into it. Thank you once again for keeping us hydrated.
And even though Space Mode is top of the league right now and has looked dominant in their last couple, I mean, being down a whole player for a whole game is just like,
yeah.
Can you really pick them? Really, like, can you really pick against Damage here? I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but Damage should have this one. Not easily, but with not as much difficulty as if they were normally playing Space Mode here. It looks like it is going to be. Let me check who's missing here.
I believe it's going to be Yang.
Yeah, Yang.
We got Typicality on the Harbor coming in. So we got a Harbor. We got 2 controllers and 2 duelists coming in from Space Mode. I know being down a player kind of completely changes up like the team comp, the ideas going into it, but I didn't expect that at all, to be honest. I mean, Opie on the Lorena, kind of not surprised by that. Dogman Clan saw him on the Yoru last week as well, maybe a few other times this season. Not surprised there either. I do like to see Gecko once again for Reshiram. Moved away from that last week and Damage is the team that kind of plants more than any other team in the league. Reshiram also leads the league in plants. So when your planter kind of isn't getting the spike down, you're kind of going to have some issues, right? And especially when you're already at a numbers advantage every single round, winning those rounds on offense when you can get the spike down is absolutely huge because you get that 6th member as well in the time. So then you have a 6v4. I mean, realistically, this is a very favorable half coming in, starting all on offense for Damage.
I mean, yeah, like we talked about, it should be a favorable game here. And I think the key is just limiting these 2 star players. Opie and Typicality have both had insane performances thus far this season. And here we go. 4v5 for the entire game. It's just crazy to wrap my head around. Damage going to be pushing towards this B side. Dr. Gold just chucking stuff in there, trying to stop that spike.
They're going to deny that plant.
Yeah, and that spike down for a temporary amount of time. Dragon Gamer is going to try and plant it there. And again, pushed off of it. Typicality will take down Dragon Gamer, who has been excellent for this Damage squad. And it's a 4v4. I mean, that 4v5 erased very quickly. And now here they go, trying to haul all the way over here towards this A site. And the rotate's starting to come in already. They are going to be beaten there by Space Mode. Maybe not. Looks like it's just going to be Opie here, but I mean, who else do you need? Opie has been fantastic on this Reyna. Could take down all these players very, very rapidly. Rotate's coming in. Could get a freebie and does on the Pydros. Now that overheal coming in.
Yep.
I love Reyna. She's so balanced, you know. Ubity, jumping up here, but traded right away. And a 1-on-3 Reshiram. Very low health, though. Get the first kill. So still doable, and Reshiram takes down Typicality, and it's a 1-on-1.
We're gonna have to hit 2 headshots.
Wow. Great try from Reshiram there. 2 banger headshots, but Opie hard clears it, and yeah, very low HP there. Gonna get the kill and take the round. 1-0 start, and that's what you need if you're down a player.
I mean, Opie, we all have seen what he has accomplished and been a menace all year long. You know, just been absolutely phenomenal, right? They're just leaving him over towards A, usually, at least that last round solo, defending his site, and also the first one to rotate over, finding 3 on the round. So I like the idea from Damage, though. I really wish that spike would have come down sooner and they would have just committed to it. And I think that was kind of their downfall of that round, why they let it slip out of their hands.
I got you.
Yeah, here they go. Starting to push towards this B side again. They do have a lurk over on this A side of the map, but a mid push coming in here. Are they ready for it? Dogman Clan kind of clears it out, but Ubity kind of slipping in on that timing, does get spotted out. Now they should be aware, and they are starting to look towards this A site here. Both teams thinking about the rotate, and Dragon Gamer has all but secured it. The spike should definitely go down here. It'll be Reshiram, like you mentioned, leading the league in spike plants. It's going to be a very interesting retake. They hear the spike going down now, so all 4 players moving into position for space mode here. Opie looking over towards his teammate. And this should be an easier retake. Only the pistols for everyone on damage, sorry. And Opie dropping into the site. Dr. Ghoul opens things up, and Opie gets another. And all of a sudden, it's a 3-on-4. Lightning fast is Opie through the smoke, and Dr. Ghoul also going to get a second. And yeah, Glaceon, not much to do there. Probably looking to maybe use a Viper lineup. Ooh, nice little shot onto Dr. Ghoul. Takes down one, but is this match... I mean, great start. Great start, first of all, if you are space mode. That is what you needed a 4-on-5, but Damage now, when the guns come out, this should be where Damage starts to pull away.
Yeah, and I do like that shift. You know, they were much more fast that round, getting on site, getting that spike down. Obviously, they only had classics, so like you said, easy retake coming in. However, if they're able to get that spike down early each round, it's gonna be advantageous because unless space mode just 4-stack a site, which is a crazy idea. OP first blood, never mind.
Oh,
I mean,
goodness. Yeah,
I mean,
he's gonna do it himself. I mean, we know that. OP is going to be this X factor. He is going to be looking to make the difference. Okay. Thought Dragon Gamer maybe lagged out there for a second, but still in the server, fortunately. Dr. Ghoul only a frenzy, but close range. I can do a whole lot of work, and they're gonna deny that plant again. Reshiram trying to use that buddy, and OP just swinging out, almost catching Reshiram, and I mean, OP just takes a lick of damage there. Spotting 2 players and only getting shot once is... I mean,
gunfight going down mid, though.
Him. Yeah, Dogman Clan is going to take down Dragon Gamer. OP with a 3! Just tapping away at these heads and damage. It's all down to Glaceon again in the back here, trying to find these shots, trying to get something, but Dogman Clan gets a second. OP with 3 on the round, and this... I mean, it's not a great start for Damage, but again, I keep saying, I know I'm not going to say it this time. Not going to say it this time. Maybe I've been jinxing him. Yeah, 3-0. Great start for Space Mode.
Yeah, and off the back of an OP first blood, 6 first bloods per game for OP. And, you know, the way Space Mode's been playing this season, I'd say it's about 18-round game, right? Winning 13-5, 13-6, whether win or lose, right? So that's almost a sixth or a third. A third of the rounds he plays, he's getting the first blood. That is...
There you go. There you go. I mean,
absolutely incredible coming in from OP. I mean, that's what you want from your duelist. That's what you need when you're down a player.
That's what you want from your star player, too. Being able to step up, take responsibility, and not say, hey, guys, we're down a player. Let's just mess around. Like, we're not going to win this game. No, OP says, we are going to win this game, and I'm going to make it happen myself. And Typicality chimes in with a kill under Reshiram. Swings through Glaceon. I believe just switched to that primary and gets taken down. Typicality with great timing there. Swaps over to the Bulldog, and again, Damage find themselves down players kind of early into this round. Still a whole minute left on the clock. And yeah, Dr. Ghoul takes down Pyadros, all onto Ubity, who has had some excellent clutches. My memory serves me correctly. Dr. Ghoul thinking about it. Throws down that molly. Taps away. Ubity takes down a little bit of health. Forces Ubity off the angle. If Dr. Ghoul went for the spam there, it was a freebie. Dogman Clan starting to lurk in, and Ubity just adjusts the crosshair at the wrong time. Dogman Clan will finish things up 4-0 for the team down a player.
And down their coach, too. You got to take that in mind, too. I mean, obviously, you don't have access to the coach mid-round, but maybe you didn't have that game plan going into it, right? You kind of had a different approach, but obviously not affecting them in the slightest. 9-0. OP has not died. OP has not died in 4 rounds. 9-0. 30 kills per game as well. 3 KD.
OP.
I mean, I know we say it a lot, and I know it gets annoying, guys, but
OP, stop.
It's my job is to say the numbers that I see that stand out, and it's always OP whenever I'm watching this kid.
He is unreal.
Woo.
And has been for a long time. Typicality just getting off of that angle before the swing comes in. Glaceon has been playing this kind of freight position here a lot. Typicality is going to send that little wave over there. Put up that wall. Nice little animated texture. And 4 players over towards this B site, but the push is coming into A, and the rotates are starting to come in here. And they've had to play this one fast and loose. Obviously, down a player on defense. It's very hard to control all of the map. And now they realize that Spike is going to go down, but Reshiram on the flank. And Glaceon, that's a big kill to find. 3 on 5 in the retake. Reshiram, yeah. This flank could be round winning unless they get in fast here. And then it could end up not mattering. The timing on his push has to be perfect, knowing when to walk and when to run. All 4 players who are close to the site, though, back into main. OP is going to pop that ult. Needs to make it happen.
Doesn't get half.
Doesn't get half. Yeah, very close to it, though, and OP finds one, gets out, comes back in, trying to get the kill. And there we go. OP finally goes down. Damage takes the first round of the game. 4-1 now, and they need to ride this momentum. They cannot let OP get hot again.
Yeah, and I think they finally hit the pot of gold that they were looking for, finally found the secret treasure. You just send a couple players to make noise while you're lurking up the other site. Because realistically, Space Mode have to rotate, right?
Yeah.
If they want a fair fight on site. So they're going to rotate to where they hear noise. And A was absolutely wide open for damage to take that round. They got set up. All 5 members as well also backed up off of site. So then once Space Mode got onto site to try to retake, everybody was already gone and backed up, and they got to just play the time. So absolutely clinical round coming in from damage. They're going to have to repeat that strat if they want to see a little bit more success here. Oh, gunfights mid.
Yeah, the mind gains start to come in.
Coming in through 2.
Yeah. Dr. Ghoul just not seeing anyone there. The fake Yoru getting pushed out towards mid. Typicality again on this box position. Him and Glaceon have both liked to play it. Typicality just on the other side.
Oh, the wingman
get spotted out.
Oh, doesn't matter.
Are you serious? Typicality is ridiculous. We talk about OP, we talk about Typicality, but every week they do something incredible. Dragon Gamer will take him down though, and now it's on to Dogman Clan and on to OP.
Oh, the timing not gonna work out for OP. All up the Dogman Clan.
Disgusting timing, yeah. Dogman Clan in the 1v4. Dragon Gamer will get that Reyna diff onto OP. Hey, it's not every day you diff OP, so take that one. Maybe take a screenshot, frame it. I'm just kidding. Dragon Gamer will close it
3
out.
on the round.
Yeah. And that's what you need. You need someone to step up here. You cannot let OP get hot. Like I was saying, you need to shut him down early.
Building a little bit of momentum, like you said, damage. I think they just needed to get that wave of kind of, the first one's always the hardest. Whether it's, getting 100 on a test or winning a round in Valorant, right? You just got to get the first one and then start from there and build upon your success. And that's what Damage is doing. I mean, they're winning these rounds. They're finding out what's working for them. I mean, and OP almost got caught.
Oh, this could be filthy. This could be filthy from OP here.
I think they might have heard him here.
Yeah,
they definitely know now.
Yeah. It's pushed away, but all 5 of these players coming in. Looks like they are going to try and play for the maybe not. Okay, they are coming back into this site. OP is trying to defend it. They're getting hit with everything.
Detained.
And yeah, that's how you deal with OP. That's how you deal with a great fragger. And Ubity finds a double.
Cody with most response though. Dogman Clan and Typicality, only members left alive for Space Mode. Wow, and the Gecko
utility has
flash.
Been great. Reshiram finding so much impact, even when finding those 2 kills early, had so much influence in how they went. And Rusher might get caught out. Yeah, Dogman Clang, a little bit of a freebie, but a 1v3, basically no time left. Is probably just going to have to bow out of this one. Dragon Gamer looks ready for it, but Glaceon still on the
Damage
site.
members are going to need to start going if they don't want to die to that spike.
Was a little risky there, but they do get out. Keep those Vandals, and 4-3 now. I don't know who I'm rooting for here, and here we go. It's an excellent time to talk about. Do you really want to root for the #1 team? They are down a player, so they are kind of the underdog.
And down their coach, who just called the timeout too.
Yeah, their substitute coach calling the timeout. Doesn't want to let things get out of hand too early. I think using the timeout, I mean, in my opinion, when you're down a player, I think it is harder to defend than it is to attack, because when you're on defense, you can't really dictate how the round goes, and you don't want to push. You don't want to get that control, because if you lose another player, like, the round's pretty much just over right there. So it's good to use this timeout on this side, I think.
Yeah, I mean, and even since they have a substitute coach, they don't have their normal mid-rounding or mid-game ideas and plans available. What they do have is just a little bit of a break, right? They can regroup, recover their mental, just kind of take a little bit of a breather, right? Because this is hard. And another thing for Damage that I considered was not only the space mode, they're playing with 4 Damage is playing against 4 people, right?
Yeah.
And so that space mode are going to be playing a little bit different. They're not going to be playing like they normally do, right? I mean, obviously, OP and typicality, they're going to be a little bit aggressive there because, confidence is huge to success in winning gunfights in Valorant. But you're down a player, right? You can't afford to be as confident in those gunfights. So playing against a team that is down a player every round also goes into the mental. So as much as this is a physical battle, it's also a massive mental one.
Yeah, here they go, starting to push into this B site again. Only 2 players in defense here. OP takes a duel with Pydros and does win it. So a 4-on-4, and that bomb, or spike, sorry, isn't going down yet. Reshram does manage to find a little spot where that Molly didn't cover, gets the spike down, but a 3-on-4, typicality and OP. Who else to find these frags to try and make it an advantageous round? But Glaceon been excellent against OP tonight. Reshram doubles up. And now it's all on Dogman Clan. Very doable, though. Just a little bit of health. Might be able to pick up a better weapon here. Looking towards that Vandal, and will pick it up. Gets the reload.
That's a lot of util, too.
But Ubity tucked very passive here. Dogman Clan kind of giving away that he's not going to half it. Does get the kill onto Glaceon, and now it's very doable, but I don't think he expects Ubity.
The time.
I don't think you ever
never check the corner. No time anyway.
Yeah. Excellent job.
Oh, not gonna get away either.
Yeah, it does secure the round. That's the big thing, and they do have plenty of credits here. But this is what they needed. This is what Damage needed. That timeout not having any effect, it would seem, on the outcome of that round.
I really think Damage is just kind of getting into the groove of things. They know what Space Mode literally cannot do with only 4 people, right? I mean, unless they want to take the risk and just 4-stack a site, which it's not advised, because then you're going to just have to full rotate if you guess incorrectly. I mean, they're playing slow. They're baiting them a little bit as well and winning those gunfights onto OP. Not this time.
Yeah, I mean, OP, you can't always stop them. There are going to be some rounds where someone like that just ignores it. And OP, again, early and often trying to get involved as much as possible, taking it upon himself to be the difference maker in a disadvantaged game, trying to tap the bomb there, trying to bait out the swing. Ubity will clear it, but not ready for OP, and could we see another ace?
Watch.
OP swings around and they'll give it to him. OP takes down the 5th, as does his team.
And that's a flawless as well coming in for Space Mode. So I was just talking about how Damage was getting into the groove of things, and then Space Mode just kind of take over. It's finding those first bloods, really. I mean, that is just absolutely huge for any success Space Mode is going to have. They're down a player, so to kind of bring that back to an even footing as fast as possible is going to be huge for having a chance in this game.
Vandal. I mean, OP with a Vandal. I mean, is there a better combination? Maybe like French fries
an
and
op?
mustard, or French fries and ketchup. Sorry, I used to like French fries and mustard when I was a kid.
Mustard's great.
Yeah, I mean mustard is great, but Opie, that deadly combination, not gonna miss there on Dragon Gamer. And again, at 4v5, this is what you gotta limit if you're damaged. You don't want OP to get these isolated fights early because that's how you start to lose these rounds. That's how you let them slip away. Hydro's
goal is gonna escape.
Yeah, don't want to go down. Don't want to let that lockdown get taken down either. That buddy is gonna get the plant down. I think Dr. Ghoul might just deny it. Nope. Barely gets the plant off, but in the meantime, Opie finds another. Trying to find the shots towards Yubi, and Dr. Ghoul's just sticking it. Dr. Ghoul is just sticking it. They need to start spamming.
Oh, and it's gonna come through!
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Round after round has just been stolen, and they will clean up, taking down Glaceon. Base mode, highway robbery.
Oh my goodness. That's the one thing you can't do, right? You have numbers. Obviously, you lose the opening gunfight. OP just getting aggressive, finding the opening picks. But then you have time, right? Which is another member of your team if you use it right. But if you don't and kind of just think you have more time than you actually do, you back up too far, let Dr. Ghoul get onto site, start that defuse, and never stop.
Yeah, that's a tough loss there. You never want to lose to some kind of, not necessarily fluky or gimmicky play, but just something like that. And Dogman Claims gets a mouthful there, decides not to take it, backing up, and oh my, how is Dog, okay, there we go. Dragon Gamer finally finishes the kill. I can't believe Dogman Clan got that far up the steps there. But that Vandal recovered, and this Empress ability. So in the hands of Dragon Gamer, what the heck? Reshiram helps out, finishes off Dr. Ghoul, and now Typicality and OP, the dynamic duo, going to 1v4. If anyone could, OP makes it a 1v3 already. Using these abilities, trying to get some space, trying to get back into this round. 6-on-4. Trying to get the taps, but Reshiram clutches up. I believe that it was 2 in the round for Reshiram, and they were very important frags.
And that's another thing you can do. Like, if you're damaged in this situation where you have numbers right off the bat, it's just take a team shout every time. Do not shout anything solo, and you're probably going to win it, right? Like, OP, he's incredible. He's already got 21 kills in 11 rounds. But if you swing him with 2 people at the same time, that's, I mean, it's near impossible, right? You're not going to win that most times, no matter who you are. So I think Damage also just put that into the back of their mind, using it time and time again that last round.
And here we go, last round of the half. Opie trying to find these shots, and again, they don't let that solo Chow come in, forcing him into taking a team fight, and now 3-on-5. Could be spiked down here pretty easily. Dragon Gamer will make it a 2-on-5 now. It should be a 6-6 half unless we see something just ridiculous come out here from Space Mode in this retake. Typicality and Dogman Clan. Not quite Typicality and Opie, but surely an excellent duo. Dogman Clan will take down one. Typicality takes down another, and 1-on-3 for Dogman Clan. But Ubity skies, soars over Dogman Clan and takes down the kill and the round 6-6. And this, I mean, that's the tough side for Damage, or tough side for Space Mode, sorry, down. Now they get to play their game. Now they get to work on their attacking half.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, we have another caster. We have another caster Hydrate. I mean, this is just absolutely wonderful appreciation from the community. We love you all so much. Thank you for keeping us healthy. But, like you said, the disadvantageous side for Space Mode is now over. Even though defense on Icebox is the advantageous side, it's a lot easier to attack when you're down a person. So, how are they going to respond? And it looks like they're going to respond with a little bit of a default. So, that's funny.
OP losing a little bit of health, but that Reyna overheal always available. And do need the kill first, but OP is in no short supply of those. And the read could be very good here from Damage, kind of towards that B side of the map. And Dragon Gamer will spot the spike and take it down, but not ready for 2 players. Does get out, jumping back down into mid, into Typicality. Typicality gets the 1, but Dogman Clan is going to get taken down. Opie falls to Ubity, all on Typicality. Would have to be the ace, would have to be a 1-on-4.
Needs to pick up that spike. Oh,
Glaceon. Not quite ready for it. The Typicality doesn't
in the
get...
window.
Oh my goodness. That was so close, so much closer than it needed to be. Ubity almost gave it away there into the 1-on-1, but Reshram swings out, helps his teammate, and gets the kill.
That darn window, man. It fights back. I mean, it's just like the boxes mid on Breeze, right? Where you can hop up and watch into top halls, top mid. It's just awful. You always forget it's there, and then you die from it. So, not the start you want if you are Space Mode. How do they respond now? Only pistols coming in.
Yeah, you need to win this round if you're Damaged, right? You need to get a solid start here to this half, because that's kind of what plagued your first half, was Space Mode managing to go 4-0 up. They did go on a 6-2 run after that, but they can limit the damage here early in this half if they can keep that momentum rolling. 4 players grouping up towards this B site. Are just going to look to get the spike down, and that Molly is going to pop. OP catches Glaceon again. The timing is ridiculous from OP. And we'll manage to retrieve that Glaceon from the grave. A premature burial.
OP. Oh, but the kill doesn't come through.
OP is so low, but 1 kill could mean overheal. How is OP still alive? Shooting at so many players. Gets taken down all into Typicality with this ghost. But Hydros is low. A headshot could do it, but Ubity. Nice shot there. Hits the shot and dodges away just for style points. 8-6. Close round, but they do get it over the line, and that's what is important here.
I mean, I know OP's been obviously the player of the season in my mind, right? Been absolutely outstanding, but Typicality, least deaths per game, and he is the person you want in those clutch positions. Obviously not able to get it done the first 2 rounds in this half, but has made it interesting, right? And only with a pistol. Without numbers, you know, you're asking for a lot, and still making it interesting, keeping it close. Already has that ult coming in as well because of the amount of kills he's been able to get despite the struggles early round.
OP could get another 1v1 here, but Ubity has done very well against OP so far. Glaceon again getting caught out. I feel like OP just sweeps Glaceon at the perfect times, but Ubity, like I said, doing well against OP. Getting that trade frag pretty quickly, and Dr. Ghoul takes a bit of molly damage, but backs up. Only takes about 6, I believe. More like 10. Does go for the plant here. And now the abilities are coming in from both sides. Typicality will take down Pyjos and a 3-on-3, a scary 3-on-3.
Dragon Gamer on the flank.
Looks away. Dragon Gamer gets caught. Dr. Ghoul with the quick headshot. Now it's a 3-on-2. It could be the 7th round for Space Mode.
Just Ubity with the sniper. Sniper and the ghost.
For the ghost. Yeah, I mean, is this doable? I don't even know if it's worth going for that. Spectre kind of catches Dogman Clan a little awkward, but Typicality, a little bit of a spam through that wall there. And now it's 7-8. Still a very close game here.
I mean, Space Mode, once they got some guns, right, they're back in it. They're finding the kills that they need. Obviously, pistol round, I feel like it usually goes in the way of the team that finds the first blood. Not going to happen. Or it didn't happen. Or it did.
You got it.
It did happen. The first pistol round and the second as well. Finding those opening picks are absolutely huge for the pistol round. But when you got guns, it's a completely different story. Space Mode finally getting a little bit back into it once they have their preferred weaponry.
Will Space Mode go A this entire half? Looks like they are electing to go B every round so far, and OP gonna pop that Empress. I wouldn't want to face him. I might just run away and hide. But Damage will be forced into contesting this one. Otherwise, it will be a tie game. OP will he catch Glaceon off again? Glaceon has been using util so often. Has been doing a good job of it. Gets a freebie onto Pydros. Not quite ready. A quick, clean shot there. OP clinical, but Glaceon tap right back, taking down Dogman Clan 3-on-4. Dragon Gamer walking into OP. Gets scared and gets out of there. Yeah.
What? Wow.
OP dropping down, kills Reshiram, and then kills Glaceon.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, they're just playing Ring Around the Rosie at this point. Finally, the gunfight goes down in favor of Dragon Gamer, but not gonna be enough. Numbers advantage for Space Mode gets the job done, and we're tied up 8-8. No numbers, no problem for Space Mode, keeping this one interesting until the end.
That was just filthy. This is filthy. No other words to describe it. OP with a dirty 3K. And then Dr. Ghoul, I believe, getting the other 2 frags that round to clean it up.
Man. Now, Bucky coming in for Ubity. Oh, playing that rat spot. Like I said, so many rat spots over here towards B. Are they gonna check it?
Should be good for one here. Should be good for one here. But Space Mode has been diligent. Shoots at the fake Yoru, and now it's all Jover getting taken down. Dr. Ghoul trying to find Reshiram, but does get taken down by Dogman Clan instead. And 3-on-4 weaker guns lead to a weaker round here. Going to be very difficult. 2 people on the flank. Glaceon going to get taken down alongside Dragon Gamer and Pydros. Would have to, I mean, technically this would be an ace. Does find one. Coming over here looking for Dog. Ooh, the crosshair placement is great from Pydros. Is he expecting this player right behind him, OP, dancing with him on the site here?
Just playing the time.
Dogman Clan, but just
not giving him anything.
Swagging it. And they are starting to run away.
Could get an exit.
Yeah, nothing. Does Pydros survive from here?
Yes.
Just barely. Wow.
Woo.
9-8 here. And Space Mode taking the lead for the first time in a while.
Timeout coming in from Damage. Wanted to see how to respond here. You know, kind of letting the game slip away. Space Mode getting comfortable on defense or on offense. You know, it took them a while to get comfortable on defense, right? They had the 6-6 half, able to kind of bring it back a little bit. Started 0-4, I believe. So it does take them a little bit of time to formulate how they want to play. Like you said, only B, it seems. They don't want to go A at all, which I do believe is the harder side to take, especially without numbers. So I think that is a good call there coming in from Space Mode. But Damage getting a little bit of a pause, recouping, regathering their thoughts, not letting Space Mode kind of keep this momentum going, not letting them close it out.
Yeah, it's been very tight here. I think that so far they've done a good job of limiting OP, despite OP doing such a good job so far anyway. Had that crazy dominant, 30 kill game type performance yet, which is something that we've seen him do. He is getting close to it, but yeah, so far doing a good job of limiting that and playing well as a team. And that's what we like to see. That's what's important. And Glaceon has had a couple of big kills in this game so far. That has been great on the utility as well on this defense. And here they go, switching it up off the back of that timeout, maybe calling the bluff of Damage. They are all starting to creep towards this A site, but the rotates should come in any second now because Ubity is clearing out B main.
Killjoy is the agent you want here, though.
One player. I think it's only a pistol, though, on Pydros. Maybe a Sheriff.
Oh, yeah, just into the jaws of OP.
What can you do there? Just getting swarmed from all sides. this should be just another space mode round here. They're set up for this retake of Reshiram, sorry. Can't get anything done, swinging into a couple players. Typicality taking down Glaceon. Ubity trying his best. 1v3 now. Would need the 4K and a technical ace, but Dr. Ghoul shuts it down. 10-8 for space mode. Taking the lead to 2.
Space mode trying to call checkmate despite being down in number. Hello. How's the game still going?
All right, we are back.
I think we're back.
11-9, yeah.
Damage able to
convert that round,
or was it?
No, it was 10. It was 10-8. So
yeah, so we've already had 2 rounds played in our absence. Wow. All right then. Well, 11-9. Kind of a mid
with 34. I'm sure we missed something spectacular, but yeah. All right. Not sure what's going on here. Not much happening on the server. OP just walking up here so quick. Oh my goodness. OP, stop it. Just stop. Just a ridiculous shot onto Dragon Gamer. Great crosshair placement. A quick tap. Another one. And just getting so aggressive spots. Glaceon does take a little bit of damage for the trouble. It's a 4-on-4 retake. This could be game point here.
Don't want to peek that head. And OP sights Oh, but this ult is going to be huge for detaining Opie.
Does take down Opie, like you said, and now it's a 3-on-2. Dr. Ghoul with that lineup, though. Not much of a lineup, but is going to do a little bit of something. Not really.
It's not stopping the defuse.
Dogman Clan is trying to do something, but 1-on-3, that buddy defusing. And damage hanging in there. That was a great retake. Let me just say, I mean, Reshram has done such a good job with the abilities so far. He has been instrumental in keeping Opie from having impact late into rounds.
We are going to have a timeout coming in from Space Mode, trying to recoup, decide how they want to finish out this game. It's interesting, right? I mean, we missed 2 rounds and both teams won 1, right? So
yeah,
right now it's 11-10, damage 3 rounds away from the win, Space Mode 2 rounds away from the win. But damage, right? They won that one. They had a great retake, kind of feeling confident, right? They had 3-1 numbers advantage at the end of the round. But how do you respond if you're Space Mode, right? You try to continue playing with that pace, finding those opening picks, right? That was great util use coming in from Reshiram. And now you have the Viper's Pit available for damage as well to lock down a site if need be. So if you're Space Mode, I feel like you got to get onto site early. You got to get that spike down. Got to get set up for the post plant. Try to counter that pit. So let's see what they do.
Yeah, excellent job to hang in there. And Opie getting a little too aggressive there, I'd say, on the post play, kind of giving away that position a little bit. I know you're 35-12 and you're feeling confident, but when you're down a player already, it's very like you have to play like your life is worth that 1.2 that it is. A little bit of math for everyone there, 5 divided by 4. But Opie just walks in and Ubity, a nice position, catching Ubity out or Opie out, gets traded right back, but still that advantage inherent in this round. Reshiram starting to get a little aggressive, could get caught out, and does take down Typicality. A great shot, very quick on it, and Dragon Gamer is already pushed up, holding this flank, and yeah, they're just getting suffocated in this B main position. Reshiram getting a little more involved here, trying to push them even further back in the waiting arms of Dragon Gamer. And this is going to look like another 11-11 game here. This would be a ridiculous 2v4.
If they find this kill onto Dragon Gamer, though, I mean, it completely changes the round.
It does open up
the
round. Oh my goodness, Dr. Ghoul.
Everyone are they reading Pydros?
So much impact. Pydros needed that, and he does get it. Reshiram cleans up. That looks a little scary, but they do get it over the line.
They got a little bit worrisome there for damage, but coming in with the kill for Reshiram, finding the last one needed there on the round to tie us up 11-11. I know we've had some issues, but both games kind of been a little close, right? We had 13-11 last game. Do we see either team kind of make the final push here, execute both rounds? Who's going to do it?
Yeah, now Opie, again, wanting to be that aggressor, wanting to be that first person in. It's going to take that little drone down. Hops back out. Not too much happening. Not getting as aggressive as we've seen. Opie starting to realize the moment here cannot go down. No one wants to be the first person to die in a pivotal round like this. But someone's got to be that person. And who will it be? Opie starting to creep towards this mid position.
Ooh,
his teammates in A main. This is just... Does Typicality clear this? Does Typicality really clear this?
No chance.
But Dragon Gamer will get cleared out by Dr. Ghoul. Okay. 1 for 1. That could have been disastrous. Dr. Ghoul will go 1 for 1 there. It's traded out by Typicality. And now 11-11. 3v4 onto this A side. The rotates are coming in. They are stopping the plan from coming down. Reshiram is clutching up right now. Finding so much impact in these last couple of rounds. Opie being taken down here. Dogman Clan. It's a blast to the face. The what? Ubity just unleashes
yet again.
Typicality takes so much damage, does take down Ubity, but Pydros cleans it up, and great team play by Damage. They are on match point despite everything, despite our technical difficulties. Here we are. 12-11 damage, 1 round away from taking down our top-seeded team.
I mean, and this is such a massive win if Damage can pull it out, right? Checkmate wasn't able to get that win earlier, so they remain at 3 wins. And with the Damage win this week, that's only 1 win separating the two. So this is an absolute do or die situation for Damage. Can they keep the momentum going and close it out here? Round 24 on Icebox.
There.
And with Ace winning earlier, if Space Mode drops this game, Ace will take the #1 seed.
Next?
At least for the time being. Here we go. Players pushing in. Dogman Clan trying to get out. Gets a little bit of information. And then just runs away. They are going to sprint towards this A site. Opie is going to start to come up mid, trying to cut off these rotates. And Pydros alone here on this A defense. They don't want to rotate yet. It's all on Pydros. If Pydros can get 1, even 2, 2 would just seal it pretty much, but 1 would be fantastic. And might get caught out by Dogman Clan.
The timing
looks away. Pydros doesn't
Pydros finally
come
goes
through yet. Let's
Fights
get
one!
Dr. Ghoul. And that might just be good enough, but Opie is still up, and so is Typicality. This trio, Dogman Clan is all the
all
time. Typicality is down. It's all on to Opie. Game on the line. 1v4. Now ready for the flank, and they have done it. Damage takes down Space Mode.
Defenders win.
Another 24-round game. Opie 37, Typicality 24, but it is the of damage that takes it over the line and takes down Space Mode. Ace moves into first position. Damage edges closer to Checkmate, and that's going to be a pivotal game next week for seeding. It is going to be Damage versus Checkmate, potentially deciding that final seed. And Space Mode versus
Could it be
Ace,
written any better? Could it be written
Potentially.
any better?
deciding
Oh
seeding
my
next week
goodness.
as well. So make sure you tune in next week. Oh my goodness. That is going to be at 7 and 8 CST. Same
so much
time.
on the line next week, Swaggy. I'm already excited. I'm already excited. Oh man! But don't forget, right? We have our regular season finale next week. However, we do have our finals on LAN. April 21st and 20th. 21st is a Sunday. That is Valorant. That is my day. 20th is Overwatch. That is our friends who cast on Tuesday's day and play on Tuesday. So, obviously, super excited for that. Looking forward to it. Man, we had 2 phenomenal games. I knew it was going to end 13-11. Once I saw we were both at 11, I was like, okay, we're just going to get the same scoreline. So, no overtime today. We usually get overtime for our Icebox matches, but not going to be the case this week.
Yeah, just a great team play from Damage, sticking together when times got tough there. Obviously, Checkmate, or sorry, I keep saying Checkmate. Space Mode was down a player for that match, but still being able to fight back into it, and that mentality of not giving up. It's great to see that from both teams. The team play, the mentality was just awesome to see, and yeah, I'm really proud of both teams.
Yeah, and that is going to do it for us tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us. We had I don't even know what word I was going to say, an incredible, amazing broadcast today. I know we had a little bit of issues, but what is online gaming without some issues? But we get over it. We make it through. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you all next week, Tuesday for Overwatch, Thursday for Valorant for Week 8, regular season finale. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great weekend, everybody.